Hey there, thank you for joining us on part 2 of our Vancouver adventure. In the previous episode, we started off in Seattle, stopping in Pike Market for some grub, and then made our way north, past the Canadian border and into the city of Vancouver. After a little R&R last night, we'll pick up right where we left off in the morning of our second day.
Day 2, Vancouver. Last night after Rodney Oyster House, we went to the barcade, got to play some games, got to shoot some pool, play some foosball, and just relax.
Broke a few records.
Break a few records, yes. Broke my own record.
Oh my god! Bro!
Yeah.
So it was good. Starting the day off now, heading over to Stanley Park. But yeah, we're gonna get some coffee, and then after Stanley Park, gonna head over to a brewery called Strange Fellows out in East Vancouver. So I'm gonna meet with someone over there, kind of to show us the brewery and kind of give us a little insight over there, and then yeah, we'll see where the day takes us.
For coffee, we popped into a little cafe called Breaking Bean, a quirky downtown cafe inspired by the show Breaking Bad. As big fans of the series, we couldn't help but appreciate the clever nods and subtle references sprinkled throughout the cafe's decor and menu. With cups in hand and spirits high, we set off on a short drive from the heart of downtown to the lush embrace of Stanley Park. In just minutes, the towering skyscrapers gave way to towering cedars, and the sounds of traffic were replaced by the gentle rustle of leaves and distant calls of native birds. Stanley Park isn't just a green space, it's a cornerstone of Vancouver's heritage. Established in 1888, this 1,000-acre sanctuary is one of the city's oldest and largest urban parks. But its history stretches back much further. It's a place of deep cultural significance for the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations, who have cherished this land for thousands of years.
So this is summer in Vancouver. You can see we're getting a little bit of rain here. Stanley Park actually spans over 1,000 acres, which makes it a little bit bigger than Central Park in New York. This was established in 1888 as Vancouver's very first park. There's a lot of things to do here. People walk around here, people jog around here, people bike around here as well too. But it's just surrounded by skylines here, but also forest or trees and everything over here. So it makes it very naturey too. So there's totem poles. There's also an aquarium here as well too. So let's go check it out.
And we didn't check it out. Actually, these are shots from the next day when the weather was much more favorable. We got a chance to explore Stanley Park a little bit more, actually walk along some of the trails, which was really cool. But we also received a parting gift from parking enforcement.
All right, we're only here for 10 minutes, so make sure you pay for parking when you get to the parks. That was quick. $69.
No.
Cool. All right, the row. We lost the horsey.
We lost the horsey. I don't remember what horsey we lost, but Stanley Park is one of the reasons why I enjoy Vancouver so much. I love being in a big city and being in the action in the middle of everything, but I also like that nature's just a stone's throw away. And with that, let's take it back to yesterday, where we decided to brave a little rain after Stanley Park and go explore another Vancouver gem, Granville Island. Originally created in 1915 from reclaimed land, this small peninsula began as an industrial hub, home to factories, sawmills, and warehouses serving a booming shipping industry. But by the mid-20th century, its industries declined, leaving the area neglected and nearly forgotten. Then, in the 1970s, Granville Island experienced an incredible transformation, reimagined by the city into the cultural heart of Vancouver. Today, historic warehouses house vibrant public markets, artisan workshops, galleries, and theaters, making Granville Island one of Vancouver's most beloved places to experience creativity, community, and culture.
Like there's so much food options here. There's like all the markets and stuff like that, but here's all the cooked foods and stuff like that. So a little bit of everything. It looks like German sausages, Asian foods, seafood, fine cheese. Yeah, it's interesting. cool though. I mean, if you don't know what to eat, you got everything. You got sushi, Chinese, Mexican. They got fish and chips over there too. I mean, and they got Thai over there as well too. So they got a little mix of everything. And if you want produce and meats or whatever, you can get that back at the other side of this little public market. So it's actually much bigger than I remember. And they, what?
Kind of reminds you of Quincy Market.
Quincy, yeah. It's cool because it's like hidden underneath this bridge. Like you can, for years, I mean, I've been here 20 times. I think the first 18 times I never even knew this existed. And you know the cool part about this too is like I feel like every major city has something like this.
Yeah.
Right? Every location, which is cool because it brings all the locals in and brings all the local food and eateries. Read that.
Wow. They do.
That's what if all seagulls do that?
Yeah, they all do. They all do. All of them. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
Cool, I feel bad for all the seagulls.
While Jonathan was busy feeling bad for the seagulls, Eric and I were feeling like we were a little thirsty, so we decided to go explore some breweries in East Vancouver. East Vancouver is known for its vibrant neighborhoods, diverse culture, and now its burgeoning beer scene. So we made our way to Strange Fellows Brewing, and here we met with Carly, the mastermind behind the unique and bold flavors that define Strange Fellows.
I've been here for 4 years now.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And your role?
And I am the head brewer and production manager of the brewery.
How did you get started in this? How long have you been involved?
I've been in the industry for about 10 years.
Okay.
Worked for a handful of different breweries
Okay.
over the years, and I started with a passion for baking and
Baking.
fermentation. So that's kind of where my love started. And then at the time craft beer was starting to boom, I thought it was super cool and interesting, and kind of a similar vibe to baking is like you're making a product from scratch
Yeah.
and you get to see people enjoy it, and
Yeah.
that was super intriguing to me. So I did some courses around beer, and then I kind of just threw myself right in and kind of worked my way from the ground up and kind of
Okay.
found the right people to apprentice under.
When it comes to craft beer, every sip has a story. And thanks to Carly, who was gracious enough to give us a tour, she showed us the magic behind blending traditional brewing techniques with West Coast flair. From tasting room to tank, she walked us through each step, teaching us how great beer is crafted with equal parts skill, patience, and passion. Cheers to Carly and the entire team of Strange Fellows for letting us a peek behind the curtain, and for making every sip taste even better. You know, and to be quite honest, their Talisman West Coast Pale Ale is one of the best pale ales I've ever had. But don't take my word for it. Go over there and try it out. You won't be disappointed. You can watch all of Eric and Carly's conversation along with the full brewery tour in a link in the description below. After a round of delicious snacks that their in-house chef had most graciously made for us, we are off to our next adventure. Join us in our next episode as we go see some birds, walk on a bridge, wait a really long time for some really good food, and fill ourselves with oysters on the way back to Seattle, among other things. See ya!